Coco Gauff takes the court for her first final of 2025 amid her debut in the championship round of Madrid.
19 títulos WTA, 2 títulos Mutua Madrid Open. Demos la bienvenida. Please welcome Aryna Sabalenka.
And Aryna enters the arena as Sabalenka attempts to pick up her third ever title, where she fell short just 3 match points a year ago.
See the close calls will be shown up on the big screen. VR video review for situation. 25 seconds on the clock, and for towels, Aryna, if you can take the white ones, please. The red ones for you, Coco. Any questions from you and your end? No? Okay, so we have the electronic coin toss. It will be shown up on the screen. WTA or Mutua Madrid? Mutua Madrid has high gold. And Mutua Madrid is 6. Sir, okay, so quick photos, please, both ways.
Okay, clear.
"96 women showed up in the Spanish capital of Madrid to contest this WTA 1000 event, and only 2 remain. And inside the Caja Magica, who will have the magic to raise the trophy as Campeón de Madrid, champion of this event. She's won it twice already. Aryna Sabalenka is ready to pick up her third. Standing in her way, Coco Gauff, her first Madrid final, and she'll get things underway. Pretty in pink to get the women's championship in Madrid underway. Cracking start for Aryna Sabalenka. Waste no time to try to assert her authority. Joe, one of the aspects that we haven't yet had a chance to talk about is the fact that these are 2 of the best returners in the game statistically this year, as well as, and we know that they're formidable competitors.
Let Fussy.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think because we focus so much on the serve on so many of these players, and both Sabalenka and Gauff have been serving exceptionally well this tournament. But you're right, their returns are just as solid in different ways. I think Sabalenka always pretty powerful and aggressive off the return. Gauff can be as well, but I think because Gauff's so quick around the court, she's able to set, get planted, and good quick reactions off the return.
30 goles. 13.
And Gauff's initial foray will face some adversity early, and Sabalenka has been fantastic this year. In the 4 notable statistical categories, Feliciano Lopez, tournament director, looking on, Sabalenka is in the top 10 in all of them. And she's 2 and 3 in return points won and return games won for the season.
She actually got ahead of that one. She was in pretty good position. That's one that we know she can execute the majority of the time. Continue to be aggressive on that. Anton Dubrov on the left, coach of Sabalenka.
Ventaja, Gauff.
Yeah, good choice there from Sabalenka to let that bounce before going after it. Just allowed her to get settled and more balanced to strike that ball.
Ventaja, Gauff.
And Gauff able to get through a tricky start, avoids the pitfall, facing an early break point. And the American on the board first.
First game.
Yeah, we talk about the fact that both of these women are fantastic from the return position, and Sabalenka missing out on a chance. We also know that they've had quality success in finals over the course of their career. Sabalenka is going for her 20th career title. You see her overall record on surfaces other than clay, 17-10. 2-7 on clay, both of those wins here in Madrid.
Here in Madrid, yeah. She thrives here. These conditions really suit her game because it suits players that don't hesitate, that go after their shots. That's what you need to do in altitude. Can't have that slight doubt.
The 1-1 record for Coco, by the way, in WTA clay court finals. She won in 2021 in Parma for her second career title. She lost the Roland Garros final 3 years ago to Iga Swiatek. Aryna Sabalenka comes out playing the role of punisher early.
And that's what she can do so well, is when she gets that serve working for her and in good position, she just stays up inside that baseline. And when she gets there, it's tough to be able to turn that point around because of how aggressive she hits the ball.
What's been remarkable as Sabalenka goes for her 20th career title is that 19-17 record overall. She has been phenomenal since the start of last year. This is her 13th final since the start of 2024. The only caveat to that, posting a 6-6 record. So she wants to rectify that here in Madrid.
That's pretty awesome, the consistency, though. I mean, it's just incredible that she, I mean, I know she's number one and she's been at the top now for a while, but the fact that you can repeatedly do it over and over again, I mean, that she just keeps putting herself in that position.
It's about sustainability.
Yeah,
isn't it?
throughout the calendar year, really, right?
And when you're the top of the heap, everyone's coming for you. And a quality hole to get on the board, far easier than Gauff. Yeah, Aryna in her 6th final of this season alone. 2-3 record thus far, but that's 6 finals in 8 tournaments.
That's amazing, yeah. And I love her mindset as well. She just always wants to keep trying to get better and better. And you even said that everyone's going to be gunning for her, so she can't let it slip at all, right? She just has to keep working on her game, and she loves it. She's a hard worker.
0-15.
By the way, we talked about Coco Gauff's 1-1 record in clay court finals. This is the first final she's reached since she was runner-up at Roland Garros 3 years ago. But don't overlook her. 8 consecutive wins on championship day for Coco. You can even throw 9-0 in if you want to include her helping Team USA to the United Cup back in January.
I think that counts.
Yeah, fair play. A trio of return winners already in the opening 2 service games of golf by Sabalenka.
Well, I think she knows that she wants to get on top of this second serve immediately on Gauff. Doesn't want to give her as much of a chance to get in a longer rally. And suddenly things have gotten even more sticky for Coco, because this is spotting Sabalenka with the double fault. An enviable position. Coco's mom, Candy, in the front row, trying to register some support as Sabalenka finds the way to the break, converting 22 of 42 break points in this tournament. She's upped her average on the season from 44% to 53%. Mucho gusto for Sabalenka fans, and muy bueno for Aryna herself. She has gotten off to a quality start. Caliente, hot from the line as she has maneuvered her way to a break lead, 2-1 opening set. It's really been clean from Sabalenka from the very first point of this match. Already on the return in particular, made maybe one free mistake on the return, but that said, it's been very clean.
Aryna, as we showed you, her path to the championship and a blink of the qualifier 3 and 4, no problem. Then she took on her doubles partner, former doubles partner, mind you. They won 5 titles together, including 2 majors. Elise Mertens. That was the one stumble that was most apparent when Aryna lost the opening set, but then only 3 games the rest of the way. Was scheduled on Monday to play Peyton Stearns, but because of the nationwide blackout, she was forced to take on Stearns on Tuesday. Won that in straight sets, and then she went through the mental endurance test that was the quarterfinal against Kostyuk. That was the real test, Jill. 2 hours 34 minutes to win in 2 tiebreak sets. That's the longest straight sets match of the year, and she had to save multiple set points, 1 in the first, 3 in the second.
Yeah, that was tough. I mean, Kostyuk came out playing so well, and good easy hold here for Sabalenka. And like you said, had to save a couple set points. We know how well Sabalenka has been doing throughout this entire event of being able to save multiple break points. And she's come up big on the serve, like just been so rock solid and mentally tough in those challenging moments.
Meanwhile, she has turned up the gas. That's 12 consecutive points for the world #1. Since Gauff held after saving a break point in the opening game, Coco has nothing to show for the last 3. Well, this is turning into a dynamic exhibition for one. That is now 7 winners already in these opening 23 points for Aryna Sabalenka. She can do no wrong. Sabalenka is here, there, and everywhere.
Wow, this is just a great, amazing start from Sabalenka, and I just feel like the mindset, maybe the way she's going out, is she just doesn't want to let Gauff get into any rally. She respects how well she moves around the court. So she feels like maybe the longer the rallies are, the more Gauff will feel comfortable. So she's getting on top of the ball even faster today.
Things continue to go from bad to worse. That's now 15 consecutive points for Sabalenka. Myriad points here to try to get a 4-1 lead. Coco's camp looks dismayed. Look at that. That's a one-woman wrecking ball the last 4 games.
Let for serve.
And Coco feeling the heat. She can sense that there's just that wave of pressure coming from Sabalenka, and she throws in another double fault. And Sabalenka on a tear, winning 20 of the first 26 points. It's been a runaway train leaving the station, and the only passenger on board is the conductor, the engineer. That's Aryna Sabalenka. She is on a tear and looking to tear down Coco Gauff's aspirations and hopes to be champion of Madrid. If you're with us at the beginning, we talked about 3 perhaps being pertinent for this contest, as Aryna Sabalenka in her 3rd consecutive Madrid Open final looks for her 3rd title to tie the all-time leader Petra Kvitova with 3. Something for Coco Gauff to perhaps believe in, as it seemed dire for quite a while. Lost 17 straight points. That ends the run.
Yeah, something to build upon for sure. She got the ball a little bit deeper where she was able to cough up a few more short balls from Sabalenka.
You got the crowd imploring Coco to get involved in this match. I'm not sure she's had a lot to say about it. But she's back to her big striking ways and laying some foundation for what might be a better feeling about this contest.
Yeah, even her team standing up, applauding that, because that's how she needs to turn this around. Needs to play a little bit more aggressively, kind of similar to how Sabalenka started. She needs to start taking more chances like that, getting aggressive off the return. Great taps on that from Sabalenka.
Sabalenka also, of course, seeking her 3rd title this year. In the 16-year history now of this event, #1 ranked player in the world has been runner-up 3 times and won the title 3 times. And Gauff has her chance to turn the tables, at least to get one of the breaks back. Coco also terrific in statistical categories of breaking returns this year, breaking serve, top 5 in 4 categories, including #5 in return games won. This is the true battle, though, Jill, because as good as Coco is from the return position, nobody's been better this year in defending break points than Aryna Sabalenka. Not only in this tournament, but all season thus far. She can't fend off. Well, she can't avoid facing another.
I mean, because she's so good at that, that's why she feels so free to just keep swinging off the baseline, because she doesn't get worried about being a break point down, because she knows she can rely on her serve in so many instances to get out of trouble.
And Gauff able to break. And that ends a precipitous slide after 17 consecutive points for Sabalenka. Gauff has a second game on the board.
4-2.
But it did start with Gauff realizing, okay, I can't just feel like I need to get the ball in play. She all of a sudden just unleashed on one return. She knows she has to do that. That's how she's gotten to the final. She's played aggressively.
And feeling her game once again. Again, Coco couldn't have gotten off to a worse start when she began her campaign in Madrid against Diana Yastremska. Lost the opening set at love, and she did not serve well. In fact, in that opening set, she only won 5 points on serve, only 2 on her first deal. Now the good news, just as she's trying here in this match, Jill, was she turned it around, particularly against Iga Swiatek. Take the first set of that match. She won 12 of 14 points from line, including 9 of 9 on her first serve.
Yeah, she played fantastic. I mean, she said that was a match that she just said everything felt like it was going right. Everything felt good. It has to feel good if you're going to win by that scoreline against Swiatek 1-1.
Against Iga Swiatek, 2 games you allow the world number 2.
Wow. Yeah, that was her first win against Iga on this surface as well. Of course, Iga's favorite surface normally dominates on the clay, and Gauff just played exceptionally well. But she said, I just knew I couldn't let Iga get into her game that much, and I think it's going to be similar circumstances here against Sabalenka. That's a great play, going behind Arena. When the serve catches so far off court, Sabalenka's instinct is to cover that huge open court. And a lot of times you can catch the opponent by surprise by going behind them. It's definitely an opportunity. Since Sabalenka frustrated with that, her previous ball right on the baseline, and that was definitely one that she usually converts on.
And Gauff turns around the tide as it seemed to be slipping away. Sabalenka in firm control. Coco steps up and says, this is the championship. I've come to play too. She cuts the lead to a single game in the opening set. Only one woman has won this title 3 times, Petra Kvitova, as the youngest champion in 2011. Arina Sabalenka looking to join her. Begins with her first ace.
15 love.
Sabalenka actually hit a great slice that pushed Gauff back a little bit. Just got off balance, lost her footing on that last forehand.
Atkinson. 30-15.
That is so well done. She didn't have a lot of time off that serve to get around to hit the forehand, but was quick enough with the feet, the direction of the forehand to set up the short ball. Exceptional. And she's got great touch at the net.
Yeah, not kidding. 2 major titles in doubles, a couple of WTA 1000 doubles titles. She took that off her shoe tops, made a great play out of it. Yeah, that's not going to work against Coco Gauff, not with her speed. And to be honest, I might have been able to get to that drop shot. And I'm glacial.
Yeah, just had a little bit too much height and depth to it. It was the right, not bad timing to do it. She was taking a couple steps forward to that ball. Looked like she had more of an aggressive stance, so don't mind the option there. Just didn't execute it very well.
One aspect for Coco Gauff, and I can't help but go back to the second and third points of Game 6. When Sabalenka had run off 17 in a row, but then Coco played those 2 points magnificently. Right. It seems to have shaken up a little the mental fortitude of Sabalenka. She's still battling, but she's not holding sway like she did because Coco said, okay, I've got to come out and play a more authoritative game. Daniela Hantuchova and Stefan Edberg have joined everybody in the Caja Magica to take in the championship final. Good looking crowd here in Madrid.
Let Fussen.
Well, that'll feel good. Just a pair of aces today, but the second seals the deal on a 5th game. And as Coco Gauff was starting to assert herself, Aryna puts herself a game away from a 1-set lead.
Yeah, I think you made a good point, because it's just those subtleties sometimes that can change things around, because Sabalenka was dominant, right? 15 points in a row, and you could go back and say, look, it was just 2 points that Gauff started lifting, but you can feel that as an opponent, because you're expecting, I mean, one of the best players in the world, you're expecting them to lift. And I think just Sabalenka started to feel that. That's what affected her slightly. Much better drop shot from Sabalenka. That actually wasn't the easiest to overhead. Sabalenka had to keep drifting backwards, but she's so strong from that position. Just got a good wrist snap on this overhead.
iguales. 15.
Bravo, Coco.
Sabalenka is very strong at being able to get that forehand
15.
cross. If
You do good.
Sabalenka, if Gauff wants to push her wide, she needs to get a little bit more angle on it, try and get Sabalenka more off balance. Just heard J.C. Farrell, Gauff's coach, just say to keep fighting because she is getting better, so just keep fighting through it.
Right back.
15-4.
Right back. Go for it. Go for it. Come.
Sabalenka arrives at set point, having converted 50% of her break opportunities in this event. She likes her chances. Chance to garner a one-set lead.
Such good use of the hands for Gauff to be able to control that low ball down the line. Because you know you have to lift it, you have to go over the higher part of the net.
Aryna Sabalenka does indeed grab the opening set. And one set separates her from a further tour leading 31 match wins and a tour leading third title in 2025. Broke to finish off the opening set. Sabalenka will begin set number 2 from the line.
Set. 15 love.
Right back to work, wasting no time to establish she's going for the big ball. Slams another winner through the court. Her 13th of the match.
Ended up running into that ball, but controlled it well, Gauff. I like that return. She struck through it more. It stayed a lot lower, came through the court faster. I'm just paying attention to Gauff's return position. We've been speaking about how both the returns are so solid and really aggressive, but I think it's tough where Gauff's standing. She's standing pretty far back, and so right now she's been struggling to get depth consistently on the return. Feels like she needs a little extra time with the pace that Sabalenka's bringing.
That's going to be disconcerting for one, as Coco Gauff tried to use some of Sabalenka's style against her. Ripped a big return, but it's affirming for Aryna Sabalenka. She dealt with it so well.
She did. She reacted very well. I thought it was a very good return, and I like that she went after it. I like that she went deep down the center of the court. I think that's overall a good play for Sabalenka, but there she just picked that up quickly. It was good reaction.
And again, the pace on the return does nothing to dissuade Sabalenka from feeling in control. She wins 4 of the first 5 points of set number 2. And she is on the board first.
First game is second set.
And Aryna Sabalenka has been fantastic. When she finds herself to the lead, she is almost unstoppable. Virtually another. Look at how quick that return came back in. Good turn from Sabalenka to finish. For Aryna, in WTA finals for her career, she has a 16-3 record when winning the opening set. This season, she's 27-2. And while that's impressive, 26 of those have come in straight sets. Now here's the difference, Jill, from Rome, their only other clay court meeting. She couldn't quite solve Coco Gauff's serve. Today she's done very well.
Yeah, I think she's done well because the first serve percentage of Gauff, is relatively low. It's just above 50%, and so Sabalenka's getting a lot of looks at second serve. So I think that's part of the reason.
Come on, a little bit closer to you, not too much in the front. Come on, you got this.
JC Farrell brimming with confidence for Gauff. You got this. He's definitely well, he's trying to send a positive message.
Yeah, I think he's always positive. She's got a good support team around her, Coco.
Yeah, Coco's trying to reverse some history while also maintaining some at the Madrid Open. The winner of the opening set in Madrid in the final has won 9 in a row.
She guessed right. I think Sabalenka just didn't have enough power on that. Gauff didn't hit that volley cleanly, but both players showing how quick they can be up to that short ball, that drop shot.
Keep digging. We see you. Try hard. You try hard. We see you. Come on, Coco.
And despite the fact that the winner of the opening set has overwhelmingly won matches in Madrid, there have been 7 times in the tournament's 16-year history that it has gone to a third set, including each of the last 4 years. So Coco, of course, looking to extend that streak.
Better movement up into the court from Coco off of that serve. Didn't allow herself to fall backwards. It was a high-quality kick serve, so Sabalenka hit the ball a little higher, so it gave Coco something much easier to be aggressive on.
Is that something that opponents of Sabalenka have to remind themselves to get up because the power from Aryna is coming? You almost feel like you got to move back, right?
And sometimes you're reacting that way without even her hitting the ball yet because she hit so powerfully.
Gauff with her hold, and she finds herself on even terms, exactly as it began in the opening set. It was 1-1 before Sabalenka started to sprint away. Coco couldn't quite catch her.
think here too, I mean, Gauff is definitely starting to find herself a little bit better, but I think against someone like Sabalenka, you have to be able to say, I know she's going to hit great shots. And I think that's why JC Farrell was like, just keep fighting, because she's going to hit some winners, so you just got to stay in it.
To your point there, we talked about sustainability and her ability to sustain her level as the #1 player in the world, but also in the match itself. Remember, at one point, she began with 8 winners against 2 errors. In the time since, she's hit 8 and 9 unforced. So Coco knows there's going to be opportunities.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Ebb and flow is inevitable.
Well, it was the right play. She had it. I think she just didn't stay committed to one shot. I think she had 3 or 4 shots going through her head there, Sabalenka.
Like crazy. Come on.
Come on, Coco, you got this.
Amazing feat.
And the more balls Gauff gets back in play and defends well, the more she can get Sabalenka to start spraying, forcing her to go for a bit more. And now she's got 3 break points.
And the finish from Gauff. And she finds her way to the lead for the first time since she held to start the match. And something to build upon. Now starting to feel good about things in the championship round at the Madrid Open. 21-year-old Coco Gauff showing she's a stern competitor, that she's got resolve. She's back in the mix, having just broken for a 2-1 lead. You know, her last 3 rounds were dazzling in many respects. If you think about the quality and names of the players she beat to get to this final. In the round of 16, she beat Abu Dhabi champion and returning mother to the tour, Belinda Bencic. She's been playing quality tennis of late. That was finished just minutes before the blackout in the Iberian Peninsula. Quarterfinal, she went on to win the match against the Dubai and Indian Wells champion, Mira Andreeva, 7-5, 6-1. And then Jill, I mean, I still can't believe it's not a typo, but in the semifinals, she beat the defending champion, Iga Swiatek, 6-1, 6-1.
Incredible, yeah.
Anything from those 3 matches in particular?
I mean, it's hard to choose one out of those 3 that, I mean, because all of them stand out to me. If I'm thinking about the matches before Bencic, I didn't necessarily feel like Coco was playing her best yet.
Against Jastrzemska and Lee.
Yeah, previously. And so that was pretty telling when she is going against someone that's playing exceptional this year and she wins in straight sets. But Andreeva and Iga stand out even more because the way she beat Andreeva, someone who's won 2 WTA 1000s this year, is playing unbelievable. I think the first set against Andreeva was very good, but the second set, 6-1, I feel like the way Gauff went about it, she kind of wore Andreeva down. It's not easy to get Andreeva in a position where she's not feeling super confident, but I felt like that's what happened in that match.
Yeah, I would concur in everything you say. I find it remarkable that you take on 2 top 10 opponents in a row. Yeah. And you, of the 4 sets you play against Andreeva and Iga, you win 3 of those sets 6-1.
Yeah.
I mean, that shows you the level of confidence. And the other aspect in beating Swiatek that is of note
Oh,
Wow.
so good.
Crafty and well done from Coco. Just slicing through the court for a 3-1 advantage. Yeah, and beating Swiatek 6-1, 6-1. Remember, there was a time, and it wasn't that long ago, not even a year ago, that Coco was 1-11 against Iga Swiatek. She's now won 3 in a row, including all 6 sets.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, and Coco said, look, I was just feeling everything against Iga, like everything was going my way. And even Coco voiced, like, I don't think Iga played her best, but to me, that's only part of it. When someone like, if you take someone like Swiatek on the clay, even if you don't feel like they're playing their best, she usually still finds a way to win on the clay.
Exactly.
But Coco stepped it up, and so you have to give her a massive amount of credit for performing the way she did.
Kudos galore.
Just from the grunt alone, it sounded like she needed that one, letting out a little frustration. Sabalenka, the tiger.
Yeah, nod to Arena's tattoo on her forearm. She was born in 1998, the year of the tiger. You see a little bit on that. Terrific ink on the left forearm. She won't be able to benefit from the year of the tiger anytime soon. Next time it becomes the zodiac sign year of the tiger, she'll be 37.
She might still be playing. You never know.
Could be. Could be. I'll tell you what, that's going to feel exceptional just to get the monkey off her back. Things have been going awry. Sabalenka broke into love in her previous effort, holds to love. Sabalenka looking for her 3rd title of the year as Coco Gauff serves 3-2 second set. Coco, of course, contesting her first final of this year, hoping to be the 20th different champion. Or excuse me, 16th different champion in the 20 events this year. And she's making a good case that this might go the distance.
Coco's changed it up a little now. I mean, her average rally ball in the forehand in particular, she's using that higher, heavier ball now than she wasn't using that as much in the beginning of the match. You can see from that angle how much height she's getting on the ball now. It's starting to push Sabalenka further behind the baseline.
Coco, with her first ace of the contest, has also started to heat up as far as her productivity off the ground and from the line. She had 7 winners in total in the opening 9 games. She's already amassed 9 here in set number 2.
The leg court didn't help her. She actually she struck it perfectly well, but if it didn't hit the leg court.
And Sabalenka's drop shots have run the gamut from just dreadful to borderline exquisite.
I mean, that's definitely part of her strategy is to bring Gauff forward. She's been utilizing that drop shot quite a bit. Yeah, she just motioned high. Slapped that one a little too flat.
Coco Gauff under scrutiny once again. Sabalenka 3 of 5 when holding break point today.
That's a great changeup on the serve. I mean, it can be risky sometimes because you're taking pace off. You want to throw in more of the kick. But if you can get the height on it, it's tough to control. You can see Sabalenka just lifted on that ball.
Sabalenka.
Right back, here we go. Keep working. Keep the great energy. Come on, Coco, come on. Come on. Come on, girl.
Both aces for Gauff in this game alone. She's hoping to escape without coughing up her serve.
Well, she's aiming for the body, but I think that serve, not a bad idea to kick it again, but just landed pretty short in the box.
Good toss, keep digging, you do good, you do good.
I'm liking all the positive energy from Gauff's camp.
Let's go, Carl.
And Gauff able to escape, saves a pair of break points en route to 4-2. The longest game of the match thus far. 12 points needed for Coco to get game 4 on the board. In fact, it's all been pretty quick the way things have worked out so far. 15 games played, only 4 have gone to deuce.
Yeah, there haven't been that many. Also, there haven't been that many long rallies.
Yeah.
They're going pretty quickly and not taking much time in between points.
Barely sitting in between games. And barely sitting down during the time between the odd games and stuff, and it sends something, a message to each of them. Neither wants to be outclassed. The idea that I'm ready to play, let's get back out there and get at it. Wasting no time on this Saturday evening.
It's so big. She moves diagonally to that ball well, and it just gives Gauff even less time to react.
Please.
I like that combination from Gauff as well on the return, the high heavy return, then stepping in, flattening the backhand out. Those two different types of balls can really change up the rhythm on arena.
Nut cord kind to the world #1 as she has her hold for 4-3. But Coco Gauff in prime position, looking to drag Sabalenka into a one-set duel.
4-3.
Estadio Manolo Santana, named after the Spanish legend, in the city. El Foro Villa y Corte, Madrid's nickname of the Forum, town and court. This court, a site of tremendous triumphs at this WTA 1000 event. Of course, Aryna Sabalenka already twice awarded. Coco Gauff seeking her first ever victory at this tournament. And it wasn't a foregone conclusion she'd be here on the last day. Even as well as Coco's been playing of late, and Monday will represent 137 weeks inside the WTA top 10. She arrived in Madrid for the 5th consecutive year. The best she had done twice, getting to the round of 16. That's her first quarterfinal, first semifinal. Now she's into the championship round. She's in danger of being shellacked in the opening set in the opening 15 minutes, but she's come to play. Double faults have been something of an issue as they creep in here once again, rearing their head. That's a handful on the day for Coco.
She did well to stay in control of that point, Gauff, and I really like now that she's being diligent about that heavy forehand, even though she's in position to sometimes hit it flatter. It's just keeping her in control of the point. Just didn't need to cut that drop shot so fine towards the line. Reaching for that backhand. Cut it pretty far in front of her. Sabalenka ended up pushing long.
And Coco Gauff extends her lead to 5-3. And delighting the faithful, they want more bang for their buck. They wanted to go 3 in the Caja Magica. You know, interesting coming into this final that Aryna Sabalenka has won her last 5 matches against top 10 opponents, and not just won them, hasn't lost a set. She's in danger of doing that now as she serves to stay in set number 2.
Set 15. Set 13.
Two back-to-back body serves that Gauff has struggled to hit cleanly. 2 missed hits long.
One in the kids. 40-15.
And Aryna Sabalenka takes the first of 2 necessary steps if she wants to preserve any shot at a straight sets win. Produces a hold. Now, in need of a break, Coco Gauff's chance to serve out set number 2. Feeling so close to forcing a 3rd set. Making a best of 1 set format in the championship of this WTA 1000.
Love 15.
Come on, right back home. Hey, higher, Coco. Come on, you get this.
Zero 30. Love 13.
Take your time. Just at the end there, slightly took her eye off the ball.
Zero 40. Love 14.
Saved a pair of break points back in the 6th game. But she has offered Sabalenka a gift, has Gauff.
Just 1 step at a time here for Gauff, trying to work her way back in. She already tried to take a little off that first serve to get the ball in play.
Oh, and Sabalenka.
She dropped her racket.
Well, she almost lost her footing and in the process did lose her racket.
Oh my goodness.
And I believe that's a blushing Sabalenka.
30-40.
Just got stuck.
Yeah, well, she tried to change her momentum. All of a sudden, the racket slipped out of her hand.
Hoping she doesn't lose her grip on this 10th game.
Wow, what a turnaround here. I mean, Sabalenka, I don't think she thought the ball was going to go over the net on Gauff's pass right at her when she came forward. Gauff did well to keep it so low. Maybe took a slightly bad bounce, and Sabalenka just had to guess one way.
Let's go, Eddie. Come on.
Finds the depth when she needed it, Sabalenka.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be mindful with the timing of your cheers.
Haven't heard much from Shenley in the chair today, but she admonishes the crowd. Paraphrase, but keep it down.
Let second serve.
It's a well-played point from Sabalenka. Just, she feels very comfortable on that forehand cross as far as being able to stay consistent. So just stay to that shot. Another great point opportunity.
That's tough to take sometimes, the ebbs and flows of the momentum, of the drama, of the effects. Coco Gauff fending off break point after break point.
Let second serve. Let second serve.
Looking here saying serve, her serve. Got to get this first serve in for Gauff.
And Coco Gauff put herself in danger. Almost pulls off a Houdini-esque escape. But it's Aryna Sabalenka who's undeterred. And on her 5th break point, finds her way to 5-all. Is that enough to afford the world #1 her shot at a straight sets win for her 3rd title? Back to work at the line.
Love 15.
This is a stage that it's just all about being able to handle the tension and the nerves that start coming up, I guess, to this stage of the match. I feel like that was an opportunity for Gauff. The first point she approached the second serve, the way she approached it so aggressively was great. And that one is just a slight hesitation, just pulled off it.
This one. Allez, Coco.
The depth is just so good.
40-30.
And Coco was guessing the right way. She was moving in that direction. Just have to trust to keep accelerating through that ball, even with that depth.
Aryna Sabalenka, what a turnaround. 3 straight games, 8 of the last 10 points, and in prime position. The magic number is 1. 1 game separates the world #1 from her 3rd crown in Madrid. 21-year-old Coco Gauff grew up, as so many did, idolizing the Williams sisters for their tenacity, the fight they demonstrated on a match-by-match basis. Serena Williams, by the way, the only American to win the Madrid Open, did it back-to-back in 2012, 2013. Bring up Serena because Coco's going to have to channel some of Serena, her serve, bring out the big eraser if she has any chance of extending this to a tiebreak. And she seems to have lost a bit of her steam.
I think she's just taken a little off the forehand now. Suddenly in the last couple of games, Gauff definitely took a lot off that serve, just trying to find her rhythm. But I think she's backed off a little bit. You can see it in her footwork, just isn't moving as efficiently as she was earlier.
Gracias.
Great coverage. Just for Gauff's confidence now, it's an important point for her to win. The fact that she could scramble, stay in that point, and then get the put away.
15-13.
For Sabalenka, I mean, just the look of that she had on her face, just has to keep focused. She's 2 points away.
Coco's 30th unforced error puts Aryna Sabalenka on the doorstep. Her 2 titles coming in odd years, 2021, 2023. Will she add 2025 to her trophy case?
Wow, what a second serve. Gutsy trying to kick it to the backhand. She got great depth, hit part of the line.
Let's go.
It's great toughness from Gauff.
Disgusted she's not already preparing to make her speech. Sabalenka missing out on a match point. And it's Coco Gauff who shows her resolve, saving the match point in process towards the second set tiebreak. And a little bit of a sprinkle. We saw this once before for Sabalenka against Marta Kjostic. They had to close the roof in that contest. Of course, they can play during light sprinkles, and they will continue on. Second set tiebreak underway. Got to admire the industry and the quality of the opening point of the tiebreak.
Yeah, that was very good. I think especially because Sabalenka, you could see the frustration of not being able to close out the match after she lost that game. So crucial for her in particular if she wants to stay in control, to play a very strong point. Had to work hard. You know, Gauff's going to come out and still fighting. That was all what it was in that last game. She just fought so hard to even the second set out. That's a good eye. Most of the time you want to hit those, but saw the flight of the ball. Good judgment from Sabalenka. So good.
Sabalenka grabs both of Gauff's points to begin the tiebreak in fine fashion, just as she began the match. Off to a roaring start.
Well, that was just very good clarity of thought there. So far out wide and just noticing Gauff well behind the baseline, smart to throw in the angle.
Just this now 6th time in the 25 sets they have played that they've gone to a tiebreak. Coco's return finally gets her on the board. Gauff winning 3 of the previous 5 tiebreaks between the two, including 1 in their last meeting, the hard courts, the semifinals of the WTA Finals Riyadh.
I feel like that was a miss hit from Gauff on the return as well, and just landed inside the sideline. Sabalenka didn't have to go for such a big shot. I mean, it's tough to say it with Sabalenka. She usually goes for a big shot, but as far as a little bit better margin.
And as would go this contest between Aryna Sabalenka and Coco Gauff, the ebbs and flows of the momentum. Coco Gauff responds in kind with 3 points of her own, and they'll swap ends evenly. In 2025, both women have excelled in tiebreaks. Granted, it's early in the season, of course, just the 3rd day of May. Aryna Sabalenka has only lost 1 tiebreak amongst the 6 she's played this year. Coco Gauff hasn't lost any in her 3. The 2-time champion does her work to earn herself a 2nd match point. And Aryna Sabalenka is campeón de Madrid. The world #1 reigns supreme for a third time in the Spanish capital as champion of the Madrid Open. Now, try as she might, Coco Gauff tried to put some resistance in front of Aryna Sabalenka. At times she did successfully, but in the end, she's the best player in women's tennis at the moment, and rightfully so. No one's won more matches on tour in 2025, 31, than Aryna Sabalenka, and no one has won more titles this year.
First, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, to be here and the opportunity to play here in the final. And then I'd like to congratulate Aryna on an incredible tournament. You're always tough to face, and congrats to your team. Well, you're always doing well, but the last 4 straight finals, I think. So congratulations on all the success that you've been having. I'd like to thank my team. Sorry I couldn't pull out for you guys today. I know we all been working incredibly hard, but definitely think this is a step in the right direction. So hopefully we can go for more, and then with a bigger trophy. Next, I would like to thank all the tournament organizers. Thank you to the ball kids, volunteers, the staff, chefs, everyone that makes this tournament possible. It's one of my favorite tournaments to come to. Madrid is one of my favorite cities, so I would like to thank I would like to thank you guys for the support. It's always great to come here and, walking on site and having the row of fans. It brings the energy every day, and it makes me excited and grateful to play this sport. So yeah, thank you everyone, and hopefully I can be back in this position next year and a chance to fight for the bigger trophy. So thank you.
First of all, I want to congratulate Coco and her team on an incredible couple of weeks here. I'm super happy to see you back in the finals, playing your best tennis. I'm pretty sure we're going to play many more times in the finals. I mean, I hope I'm going to get all of them, but I always enjoy fighting against you. You're such a fighter, and happy to see you back, honestly. Thank you. Thank you for this final. Of course, thank you so much for all of the sponsors, everyone who make this tournament possible. Thank you, Feli, for incredible taking care of me, and it's always great to come back in Madrid. I love this place. It's I'm always excited to play in front of you all, and guys, thank you so much for the support. Honestly, I mean. It's so enjoyable playing in front of you, and I'm super happy I was able to win this year. It's been really enjoyable playing in front of you. Thank you. Thank you, ball kids, of course, referees. Thanks everyone for this tournament. You guys are so funny. You're taking it to another level. You know what? No, guys, I mean, you know everything. We're a family. We work really hard. We've been through a lot, and I love you too sometimes. Not really often, but sometimes. And hard work pays off. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you.
You got to appreciate the fly swatters. I mean, she has swatted away every bug that has threatened her, everyone that has tried to pester and annoy her. And nobody could stop her in Madrid en route to her 3rd title. And the beaming smile of the world #1 as she collects her 3rd crown in the Spanish capital.